Welcome to Caymanas Punta's Paradise. I'm your host, Michelle E. Banks, with Race Day Preview for Saturday, September 21st, 2024. 9 races on the card. Post time 12 noon. Mr. Blake and I will be presenting our tips with in depth analysis from Mr. Blake. The feature event is the 8th and penultimate event, the Thunderbird Stakes. Starting with the usual order, race number 1. 9 furlongs and 25 yards the distance. Number 1 Wayne's Princess to hold off. Number 6 Whiz Kids. Number 7 Wow How. Number 2 Brown Skin Girl. Mr. Blake.
Blessings, Mish. Blessings, everyone. Welcome back to one more week of horse racing. The lone weekend with one race day in this month. We resume back at Carnival next weekend. Before I get into the action, I would just like to say last Sunday and last weekend for that matter, Michelle and I did very well. Last Sunday in particular, all 9 winners were from my top 2 selections. Yeah, all 9 winners were from my top 2 selection. There were some nice payouts. Right there, we had She's a Mirage starting the program at 5-1. Tigray Express down the line, the General down the line, that's 4-1. And there was another horse that won at 4-1 down the line as well. These horses won and made the bet pay quite handsomely. In particularly, one lucky punter spot the pick 9 at almost $2.1 million. That was an awesome payout. Also, the pot 8, the place pot 8, returned $47,000. So, I mean, that was a very, very, very good opportunity last Sunday. Bet construction is very important. So, continue to use our horses well and put those bets together. Choose bankers wisely and don't try to use too much bankers because we know how it goes in horse racing. Bankers is good in creating space. It's good in enabling you to bring horses in critical races where it's needed, but don't overdo it. Like what I did last week. Though I had all the winners on the program, I ended up taking an extra banker that was not needed, and that was where it went downhill. So despite me having all the winners in my top 2, I found one thing right there. But just the nature of horse racing. I'm going to go through these horses quickly for this week. Race number 1, I'm taking number 5, California Gold. I mean, this horse has been getting extremely fit now and stretching back out will be very comfortable to make an explosive run. For second, number 1, Wayne's Princess. Third, number 6, Whiz Kid.
Race number 2. 7.5 furlongs the distance. This is a 2-horse race. Number 3, Unbelievable Force. Number 5, Goodbye Firefly. But I'm giving the edge to number 5, Goodbye Firefly. Mr. Blake?
Race number 2, going for number 3, Unbelievable Force. I didn't fancy this one last Saturday, but handled herself well to an impressive victory when sprinting. Trainer quickly restarts her and will venture past 5.5 for the first time. It's likely that she'll go in front and prove difficult to catch, so that's why I'm taking this one. Ahead of number 5, Goodbye Firefly, and number 1, Firecracker.
Moving to race number 3. 7 furlongs the distance. Number 2, Silent Cat, but only just ahead of number 6, 6th Avenue. Number 4, He's a Lion. Mr. Blake?
Third race on the card. Going for number 7, Lion of Icati. This horse has been away for 7 months and will make his first appearance for new trainer Winston Morris. Winston Morris is a very well knowledgeable horseman. This horse has been spotted at exercise and looking in good spirit. Will do his running late as usual. With nothing great here and a snail-like pace expected, he should definitely catch them with ease. So number 7, Lion of Icati for me. Ahead of number 4, is a line. Number 6, 6th Avenue.
Race number 4. 7 furlongs the distance. Number 5, Waterman John to beat number 2, Power of Her Highness. Number 3, Sir Wang Don. Mr. Blake.
Fourth race on the card. I'm going for number 4, Moneybox. Moneybox running into fitness since return from the layoff last month. He looked much focused last Sunday with that additional of the cheek pieces, but that quick sprint was just a bit too much for him. Venturing several furlongs now, jockey should just try to be patient, then make his move when he thinks more suitable. Banker when banker come. So, number 4, Moneybox. Banker for me ahead of number 5, Waterman John. Number 6, War Horse.
Race number 5. 6.5 furlongs the distance. Number 9, Pope's Lady ahead of number 5, Zulu Warrior. Number 2, Smart Trick. Number 8, Chief Dissident. Number 1, Playfair. Mr. Blake.
Fifth race, going for number 5, Zulu Warrior. Zulu Warrior to set up a second place behind the impressive main mistress last Saturday. He came off the pace as usual and held on. Back here in a much cheaper field and not a lot of speed present, definitely should be able to sit close enough off the leaders and make a sharp move and try to out-finish them. For second, I like number 1, Playfair, and the over number 9, Pope's Lady. So number 5, Zulu Warrior ahead of number 1, Playfair, number 9, Pope's Lady.
Race number 6. 5.5 furlongs the distance. This is a wide open event, but I'm taking number 5, Amplum, ahead of number 6, Himaya, number 7, Chinita Estrella, number 10, Lala Diva, number 3, Ruby's Light. Mr. Blake.
Sixth event on the card. Number 4, Romance Princess, suffered from setbacks and unfortunately still a maiden. Should have won a race already, but that's how horse racing is. Been away for some 4.5 months. Should return with an excellent chance of winning. Quite a few cheap speed is present here. She is capable of tracking them and run by them all. I'm going for number 4, Roman Princess, ahead of number 10, La Vida, number 6, Imaya, number 7, Chinita Estrella. For the lower end of the I5, number 3, Ruby's Light, and number 8, Queen Vala.
Race number 7. 6.5 furlongs the distance. Number 1, Pack Place, is up against some formidable opponents, but should hang on ahead of number 6, Perfect Brew, who looks well. Number 2, Money Monster. Number 5, Freedom Street. Mr. Blake.
7th event on the card. I'm going for number 2, Money Monster. Gradually regained his fitness since returning. Got a nice sharpener 2 weeks ago with the 5 straight. Now going back to a more relaxed journey and nothing outstanding in the lineup. Should definitely be able to catch them. So number 2, Money Monster ahead of number 6, Perfect View. Now folks, there's a number 1 horse importee by the name of Pack Place. Will make his local debut, venturing 6.5 furlongs for the first time. He has never passed 5.5 furlongs in his career, 9 career start overseas. Notwithstanding that he has gone 59-1 at exercise, it's a very good time, but I'm not impressed. To me, he's nothing special and he's very pretty ordinary sprinter in my view. Understand? So he won 2 races overseas and made a victory on debut last year, July at Manmount Park, and an optional 16,000 race, I think, at Gulfstream Park. Ran 3 times, 3 times on the dirt before transitioning to the Tapita track at Gulfstream Park, where he did fairly okay enough. But it's nothing standout, and I don't even think that this horse is a multi-mile contender. However, if I train this horse or own this horse, there's no way I would come in to win this race, because run this race and then go back to nominals of 4 where you got an opportunity to earn 600,000 from a win, and then you get to come back to overnight and possibly winning 2 overnight if the condition works out that way. If you run the few times at overnight without winning, and then you could win a non-winners overnight, then a non-restricted overnight. So I don't see the point in me winning this race if I was the trainer or the owner for pack play. So this should be an introduction for pack play in my view, because there's no way I'm going to give up that much profit just to try to win this race. So the view, it must be to come and earn as much as you can here without actually winning. Though he is nothing special. So if he was anything special really, this race still wouldn't be a win on the agenda for me based on the potential earnings that will go down the drain. So again, all he has to do is run here, because it's a requirement for horses that has won overseas and then come here. You have to run in at least overnight here first before you can go down to the class where you belong. So if he runs and get a place in there, pick up a check, he is now qualified. He becomes qualified for the numbers of 4. And then from there on, he can go and come back to the overnight allowance where he can earn and come up the line. So that's the most feasible way in my view. So that's the route I would take.
Race number 8, 7 furlongs the distance. Number 1, ability to get the better of. Number 6, major danger. Number 7, sensational move. Mr. Blake.
Race number 8, number 7, sensational move. Got the overdue victory down in overnight allowance 2 weeks ago. Now steps back up to open allowance, stretching out again. Will benefit from the 8-pound drop. Is very fit again and versatile. Should deliver a solid performance. I'm going for number 7, sensational move, ahead of number 1, ability, number 6, major danger.
Race number 9, 7 furlongs the distance. Number 3, uncaptured Empress, ahead of number 8, James. Number 9, always right. Number 2, exotic light. Number 4, Miss Linton. Mr. Blake.
And folks, just remember, we won't always get it right. Our views is just our views, or we see it. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. But in gambling, you have to take risk. No matter how you see the program stay, that's only on card, the race paper. Race don't run on paper, race run on the track. A lot of variables can occur which changes the whole entire outcome of a race. So you'll see how it's extremely difficult to lose on paper. Come race day time, it lost. And then it's after the race, only then you'll see that you could have do something about it. So many times you will see me try to beat certain horses, the horses that selling favorites sometimes, public bankers sometimes. It's not because I just want to beat them, but if I see certain factors and ways that they can possibly lose, then I'm going to give the horse that I think has a great chance of winning the edge over them. Now moving to the last and final race, I'm going to bank number 8, James. There's a lot of reason, but some may see things differently. Number 8, James has been scratched 2 weeks ago after getting injured at the gate. Was brought back to exercise 2 days after. All things seems fine. Looking fairly okay since that. Nothing much present here. You should start them and go at them when ready. You should win going away. That's my opinion. So I'm taking this one as a banker. I5 horses, number 1, MPRS links, number 2, exotic light, number 3, encaptured empress, number 5, superior, and number 6, she's my edge one.
There you have it, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day at the races. Bye bye.